Hi, it's Sandy from Sandyempowers, and welcome to day 44 of the Visibility Challenge. Today I wanted to ask you about how you numb out. How do you make yourself numb from feeling emotions, feeling discomfort, feeling pain, from avoiding situations that perhaps you don't want to do for some reason, either because you perceive them as hard or not something you enjoy, or you just prefer to do something that's more fun. Perhaps there is some sort of pain or trauma associated with doing something that you're putting off doing. Perhaps you're just bored or tired. So many reasons why we numb out. And the reason why it's important to be aware of when you numb out is because when you're not aware, you can't choose. Awareness is the first step. If you're not aware that you're responding in the automatic by binge eating or eating a lot of sugar, by drinking, whether it's sugary drinks or alcohol, or doing any of the other activities that may be regarded as being addictive, such as smoking, some form of drugs, whether it's prescription, over-the-counter, or illegal drugs. And even things that are generally perceived as good, like working or exercising or sleeping. But when done to excess, then it's a way of avoiding, a way of not feeling. And even depression is a suppression of emotions. It's pushing them down. Imagine that if you had an inflated beach ball and you're trying to keep it under the water, and then you have another one, and each ball represents an emotion that you're trying to keep down. Just like when you eat, you're trying to stuff down the emotions so they don't come up. That takes energy. Sometimes excess sleeping is an avoidance practice. It's not because you're actually tired. Perhaps you're depressed. Perhaps you don't want to face things. Sometimes it's because you don't have a purpose. You don't feel fulfilled in what you're doing. It doesn't matter what the reason is, but start with the awareness that you're doing it. Notice how you're avoiding and numbing yourself. And from there, you can make a choice. And the choice isn't a one-time choice. You need to choose every day, perhaps every moment. The good news is that if you're trying to overcome a craving for something because your body's bacteria are responding to what you've been feeding it in the past, it only takes a few minutes to get past it. It only takes a few minutes of distracting yourself, doing another activity, even drinking a glass of water will help you get past that craving or that feeling. But the most important thing, once you're aware of something, before even you can choose how you want to feel, how you want to embrace life, is you need to release the emotions. Otherwise, they're just going to keep popping up, usually at the worst possible time, because you're stressed or anxious. That's when they sneak in most. And sometimes when you're tired, that's when they'll sneak in as well. So when emotions come up, embrace them, acknowledge them, feel, breathe and release safely. And by safely, I mean so it's not doing harm to you or anybody else. You can scream in the car with the windows up. Whatever it is that you do, let it out. And from there, you can choose, what would I rather feel? I choose joy. I choose love. I choose gratitude, peace, health, whatever it is that's going to empower you. So I invite you to be aware, to notice what you're doing, how you're opting out, numbing out, how you're avoiding, and take one small step towards doing what you're avoiding, towards changing your habits, to building a new habit. It's a daily process, one choice at a time, and I know you can do it. If I can do it, and the other authors of Your True Power can choose and keep choosing and change our lives, then I know you too can do that. Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching and listening.